Are you guys ready to start? There we go. I'm glad everyone's vocal cords are working because I'm going to be asking some questions. But my name is Mr. John and I'm the science educator here at Children's Museum Houston. And welcome to a Good Vibe show where today we are going to talk a little bit about vacuums. Do you know what a vacuum is? Okay, what's a vacuum? Okay, so it's something that you move back and forth to suck up dust. Maybe you have a Roomba, you have a robot that does it for you, you're real fancy. Well, that's a different type of vacuum than what we're going to talk about today. The vacuum we're talking about actually relates to outer space. You guys know what outer space is?
Yeah.
Did you know that there's not that many air molecules out there? Well, that's why we have to wear the big astronaut suits, because there's nothing for us to breathe out there. Because there's such little air molecules out there, we actually consider that to be a vacuum. So there's really not much out there, and we're gonna try and create that in this vacuum chamber. So I have this balloon in here. Now what do you think is gonna happen when we start taking out the air molecules? What do you think is gonna happen to the balloon? Get smaller, get bigger? What do you think?
Bigger.
Good, we've got bigger and we have smaller, so that's good. Does anyone think it's gonna stay the same? It's not gonna do anything. Okay, good. We're just in two teams then. All right, so in 3, 2, 1. What's happening?
Bigger.
It's getting bigger. Whoa! So now it's completely filled our vacuum chamber. Now, does anyone know why this happened? Why did it grow? Because I'm taking the air away. So what does the air want to do in the balloon? It wants to escape. It wants to expand. So let's give some air back to the balloon. So now all those air molecules that wanted to escape shriveled back down. So now we are going to add marshmallows. Has anyone had a marshmallow before? No one? Okay, good. A few people. I'm always shocked people won't admit to eating marshmallows. I love marshmallows. So we have a couple marshmallows here. Now what's going to happen to our marshmallows? I know, I drew little faces on them. Do you think these are also going to get big? Oh. So marshmallows are full of little air pockets. That's why they're so light and fluffy. So let's see what happens to our marshmallow gang. Oh. Getting bigger, getting bigger. Okay, now let's give it some air back. Let's see what happens. Ah! Okay, now let's get a good look at our skeleton marshmallow friends. Oh no! So all of the air expanded and then it really shriveled when we added more air pressure to the chamber. Now the final thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use some shaving cream. So I'm gonna add some shaving cream to here. Now let's shoot a little bit in. Okay, so we've got about maybe a third or a fourth of it full. I'll push some of that down. Okay, now let's set that in here. We'll set our chamber back up. And now let's add the hose. Okay, now let's start extracting some of the air and we'll see what happens to our shaving cream. Okay, now if you let it go, it'll actually continue to grow. Whoa! So if we add more air, what's going to happen to all of this? If we release the hose here and let air back in, what's going to happen? So all this expansion is going to shrink back down. So let's see what happens. Do you guys have any questions? If you guys thought this was really cool, at our science station around the corner, we're doing some other activities like this with a little hand pump version. And Devin will have this back there in a little bit too if you want to see it closer. So thank you guys for watching and being patient, waiting for this show. Hope you guys had fun and we'll see you around. See ya!